I'm so impressed with this smart helmet that I actually wanted to talk about this a little bit more. So I have Derek Washington with me. We just hung out at his booth. But Derek, we talked a lot about the helmet already. I want to learn a little bit about your background. What brought you to this point of making this helmet? What's your skill, what's your expertise in? Because you're an entrepreneur trying to make your dream happen.
Right.
So I'm trying to understand a little bit about what's your skill set and what have you been doing?
So at a very young age, I always loved science. My father always had me involved in science, and we watched NOVA programs and things like that. So by the time I got in college, I knew I wanted to be an engineer. And that's the time when microprocessors and stuff like that were really big, computers were really big.
Right.
And I wanted to design the small circuits that actually made computers work. So I wanted to be a microprocessor design engineer. So that's where that ambition came from, and that kind of drove me through college and about 6 or 7 years after college, 10 years or so. And after that, microprocessors and ASICs and embedded circuits, they usually are enabling devices that go into someone else's product.
Right.
But you know, as
under
an
the
engineer,
cover, behind
under
the scenes, you never really see it.
You never see it,
Right.
And so I wanted to build my own processor, build my own system, and then put an application on top of that so that people can basically sort of see a snapshot of my mind in time. And that's what a microprocessor is to me. And so this is one of those applications that we're building on top of the embedded SoC systems that we do in NAND Logic.
Now, do you still work for someone else while you're pursuing your passion?
Currently, right now, no, I'm just really trying to do this.
Really focused in. So you hunkered down, went the entrepreneurial way, put everything into really making this work.
Right.
So talk to me a little bit about like that moment when you decided you were going to be here at the Consumer Electronics Show. Because a lot of entrepreneurs they either can't afford it or don't figure out the means or the resources to make it happen.
Right. Okay, so, well, we were coming up with this idea based on another platform that we're designing, which is like an EV.
Okay.
And we noticed that we needed this vehicle to provide some sort of awareness for other drivers that were around to know what this individual was doing on this sort of non-conventional platform.
Right.
And so we came up with this idea somewhere around November, and I said to myself, well, how do I market it, right? And I had no idea how we're marketing. I said, well, CES would be a good place to start.
But see, that's what I mean. See, this is never settled. This is why entrepreneurs like you will be successful, because in November, you decided that, and it's January and you're at CES.
Right. Yeah.
Derek, thanks so much for stopping by, man. Your story is really inspiring. I hope a lot of other people are inspired by your story. And I can't wait to bring you back on to hear how many units are selling and how well your company's doing, all right?
All right, thanks a lot.